All right, let's dive straight in. First off, I apologize for my camera. I just got this new fancy video cam, and for whatever reason in Zoom, it's being glitchy. So we're just gonna jump straight in. My name is Delaney McGuire, and today I'm gonna be doing a product review for the MyFitnessPal mobile app. So MyFitnessPal has been around for maybe even 10 plus years. It was one of the first products on the market that really helped people gain an understanding, clarity, and make habit change around their diet and nutrition decisions. So let's dive straight in. My intention for this presentation is to, one, review the product, its usability, its user experience, and propose strategic direction in terms of how I believe this product can add way more value in the future to its users. All right, a little bit about myself. If this is the first product review you're seeing from me, I've got over 5 years of product management. I currently work for OptumRx. At the time of recording this video, managing a mobile app that's got 1.5 million active users. I oversaw a rebuild for this product that generated over $12 million in annual additional revenue and increasing the App Store ratings and reviews from 2.5 to 4.4. I share all this because there is some credibility to my background. I'm not just a random person throwing off the cuff suggestions out here. I am a big user of MyFitnessPal. I've been using it for 5+ years. And I also run a high performance coaching business. So not only am I deeply immersed in the technology world, I work with leaders in the corporate space and entrepreneurs to optimize their well-being, their health, their vitality through their habits, systems, and routines in their daily life. So I'm not only quite in tune with technology, I also really understand people and habit change and motivation as well. Let's dive in. All right, so the first thing that became very apparent to me when I conducted this review is data in the MyFitnessPal app. The way they're conducting their exercise, I think, is flawed, because here on a single day, this is what MyFitnessPal is polling, and it's currently integrated into my Apple Health API. But here's what my Oura Ring is telling me. Very, very different, right? I burned 3,500 calories this day, where my iPhone is telling me where MyFitnessPal is telling me I burned 236 additional calories. So there's clearly a mismatch here. So proposing new integrations, Oura and Whoop are the market leaders in wearable technology. They should absolutely be integrated here. And enhancing Apple Health, because in theory it should be working, but for whatever reason it feels like it's using steps here to dictate my calories burned, but in reality, my Apple Health is polling my calories burned from Oura, so it should be reporting that accurately, more accurately. Okay, kickoff surveys. This is something that some of the best health habit change products are currently doing, Noom and here Headspace being an example. When you download the app, making sure that the product is understanding you as a unique individual and acknowledging that you have different needs than the next user who's downloading the app. So what does Headspace do here? They're asking you questions to understand where you're at in your journey and what you care about, and dictating your experience to that, right? Identifying your goals. The goal section in MyFitnessPal is not very obvious. It's not front and center. You have to go and navigate to it. There could be an enhancement in terms of how I even engage with the goals section itself. You can understand my pain points and my habits better. What's hard for me? Is it shopping? Is it understanding what's healthy and what's not? Is it time constraints? Is it working out? You understanding that at MyFitnessPal will allow me or will allow you to dictate my experience and show me content that really helps me address my pains rather than the same experience for everybody. Similarly, do I go to a gym? Do I not? How much sugar do I eat? Vegetables, water? Do I get the adequate amount of movement I need to on a daily basis? If you're understanding that, again, you'll show me the correct content. When you're showing me more valuable content, I'm getting more usage. This is almost always a core KPI for the product itself. Is more usage, more utility. It's going to become more of a staple in my day. Okay, so the workout plan section of the app. Pros, it's easy to navigate, and I really like this visual design for a workout. I think it's very engaging. Massive con, I can only have one plan going on at a time. So I tried to add a food plan alongside a workout plan, which you can't do. If you went and hired a trainer, they're absolutely going to tell you you need a workout plan and a food plan. So the fact that this product doesn't let me do that, I think is a massive flaw. Small thing here, I added one of these plans on rest days. I think there should still be more support and guidance. On a rest day, you're not doing nothing and eating pizza all day. You're probably going to be actively moving, and I think this product should be educating me on what I can do on a rest day to get even better results. And small little thing, they don't have assault bike as an option on the product for workouts, and it's a massive tool that's used by many people in the fitness community. All right, workout routines tab. You have to scroll a lot to find the different categories here. There's no search functionality. It's not personalized. Everything that I'm being shown is a full body workout or a home workout. What if I told you, or I, as a human, go to the gym? If you would have asked me that in the survey up front, all this would just be irrelevant and you wouldn't be showing that to me, right? So at the very least, understand what kind of workout programs, what are my goals, and show me programs based on that. And at the very least, create a filter or a search function so I can find what I'm looking for, because the scrolling is just so not efficient. Food plans. Pros, there's a ton of value here. These food plans are very specific, very detail-oriented, very actionable. Pains, there's a lot of manual steps and it's very fragmented. It's sending me out to blog posts, asking me to write things down. I think there's a way more of an opportunity to keep everything in app and make it way easier for me as a user. So what I would love to see is for these things to be auto-populated into my plan. Rather than having me go manually pick some fruits and then add them myself, why don't you actually auto-populate that into my plan for the coming days, for the coming week, or guide me to doing that in a bit more of an automated fashion? And again, I think in terms of actually building this out, they can just automate one plan, test it, see how it does, and then build out other plans as well. Okay, goals. Goals feel passive. I have to proactively seek them out and update them. I would love for there to be on the dashboard, an invitation to go revisit my goals on a more regular basis. For whatever reason, I had not updated my goals since 2018, even though I'm actively using the product in 2022. So all my numbers are based off that I'm seeing, and I didn't even realize my goal was so outdated. So some smart logic that's inviting me back to look at my goals on a regular basis, I think would be very awesome. And educating me on the nuances, right? You're inviting me to pick my split between carbs, proteins, and fats. What if, like probably 95% of the users, I don't really know much about that and what's optimal? So in this section, give me an opportunity to better understand which split makes the most sense for me and what's feasible, especially when I'm setting my goals for how much weight I want to be using, what's sustainable and what's not. Okay. Also, celebrate my progress. This was literally me last week. I lost 3 pounds. And to know that and to see that, there's this tiny little fragment on a page within a page. I would love for it to be the foremost thing I see. Oh my God, Delaney, you lost 3 pounds this week. Great job. Keep going. Like, give me that massive dopamine hit, which is going to make me feel better about myself and feel better about the product. Swap the news feed for a digital coach tab. So there's a news feed. I get it. I think it's visually interesting and, it's like other social media, but it's not value add, in my opinion. Here's what I think, again, is awesome from some of the industry leaders like Headspace is they guide you through a more meaty, deep series of action steps that maybe it's only 5 or 10 minutes a day, but they accumulate in a targeted way that actually create more deep understanding and long-term habit change, right? So this is like a mini course existing in Headspace on how to let go of stress. I think something like that is much more effective, where there are some core things that if me as a user of MyFitnessPal actually understood and you took me on a journey deeply on each of those things rather than random blog posts and videos I'm consuming each day, I'm going to have more tangible results. And I'm going to show you a mock-up I created of what this could look like. I am not a UX designer, first and foremost. I'm a product person. So this is just conceptual. It's not what it would actually look like, right? But if I had a section in here that was a digital coach that was giving me a score, I'm like, hey, how 0 to 100, how primed am I to be super successful? I'm calling this a Fit Pro score, right? Whatever. Some celebrations, how many pounds I've lost, how many days I've logged in consecutively, like gamifying the crap out of this thing, and giving me some really key steps based on where I'm at in my journey. So inviting me to save my favorite meal plans. If I'm saving my meal plans, they're easier to add, I'm going to have more success. Next, give me a course on hydration. Like give me a few video series on the importance of staying hydrated, how it makes you feel satiated, how it affects your cells, things like that, and a food mindset mini course to understand, why we eat when we're stressed, how to mitigate that, why we eat the way we do when we're with family, things like that. Really guide me through a step-by-step framework of what's going to support me, celebrate my progress, let me see my growth in terms of my score going up, and inviting me to do the weekly things like planning and saving my meals for the upcoming week. Act like an actual coach in a way that scales. Brand partnerships. Here's a pain point, right? I'm a busy mom. I don't have time to track all these things or even cook healthy meals because it takes a lot of time. I can do it as a single guy, but not everyone can. Partner with companies like Blue Apron, Green Chef, etc. Integrate these meals into the nutrition plans that auto-populate, right? Like I'm shopping for my Blue Apron meals on my digital coaching section. I'm able to, on Sunday, sit down and say which of these meals I'm going to make on which days, and it auto-populates it onto my week. Make it easier for me to track my macros without having to do all this meal prep. And again, the whole point of an onboarding survey is to understand the pain points before I use the product. So if time is my clear issue, you can put some of these services front and center for those who might benefit from it most. Food track, pain. It's monotonous to do it every day. After you eat, right? Every time I eat something, I have to add it. Solution, allow me to pre-add all the food I want to eat for the week as a template, right? I used to work as a nutrition coach, and we would write a plan for each person every week. I'm not saying everyone should do this. We found it very successful, but regardless, me having to every single day add my stuff is monotonous. Why can't I just say like, hey, Monday I'm having meal 1 for dinner every day, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I'm going to have that dinner, and Tuesday, Thursday, I'm going to have dinner 2, and just pre-populate that stuff so I can actually go and check the boxes and say, did I eat this? Did I not? Rather than having to add everything for every meal. Smarter notifications. So you're giving me reminders. This is the option I get if I haven't added anything for a day. I think there's a ton of gap there for me. I fall into tendencies of, I have breakfast and lunch and then I'll forget to do dinner. So why don't you notify me if my calories seem way off the baseline of what they should be, right? If they're at 1,200 or 3,200 when they're supposed to be at 2,000, you can notify me based on that to go in and make some changes rather than just like, did I literally not put in anything? That's the option for notifications, which I think is suboptimal. Nutrition metrics. Give me smart recommendations on how I can continue to dial in my nutrition. So again, this is a screenshot for me, my totals and my percentages. My protein was lower than it should have been. My fat was higher than it should have been. And here's what you're doing, right? They're giving me foods highest in carbs. So you're helping me understand, okay, cool. But why can't you take it a step further and say, hey, based on what you usually eat, if you actually consumed 4 more grams of chicken and cut out 1 apple, you would hit your metrics. Like actually help me solve my problem. Don't just give me the data, because most people are lazy and they're not going to really think through that data and problem solve for themselves. And here's another upgrade, just more business model. Partnering with a company that offers nutrition coaching or building out a line of business that offers coaching. If someone's using this product, their pain point is they want to lose weight or get healthier. You can offer an upgraded service that actually makes this easier for them beyond just using the app. Water tracking, it's annoying. It's hard. People don't really track it. I don't really track it. Solution, you can integrate with a smart water bottle company that auto tracks how many cups I'm having per day. I did some quick research. These absolutely exist. And I think it's pretty cool because you can track your water without even tracking your water. Gamification, this is really just a reiteration of the digital coaching tab, but incentivize me to gain mastery in each pillar of my health. Mastery, that's what I want to see. Like, pick all the topics that matter. Let me complete courses and modules that make me feel good about myself by doing it. So it could be a blood sugar mini course, understanding blood sugar, muscle growth, food and cognitive health, food mindset. Like, let me go deep. I think whoever can be a thought leader in industry is going to gain way more trust with its users. This is an opportunity that I think MyFitnessPal has here. Okay, that is everything. Thank you all for watching this product review. If you're enjoying this, reach out to me, drop a comment down below, message me on Instagram or LinkedIn, the other products you want me to review. I am always open to consulting work in the product space, so you can reach out to me for that as well. Or if you'd like me to join in on your product team in some capacity, we'll see if we can make it work. Other than that, I hope you have a phenomenal day. Get out there, build some awesome technology, and I will see you in the next video.